inside the U.S. Republican Party's fight against Trump's ballooning legal bills. Before we get started, be sure to subscribe to Celebrity Top Notch and hit the notification button to be notified when we post great videos. Let us know your possible suggestions by leaving your comments below. Donald Trump is poised to carve out a unique place in U.S. history in the coming months. As Trump fights 91 felony indictments in 4 separate locations, some Republicans have an important question they want answered: how much money from the Republican Party organization will be used to pay Trump's legal bills? Resolution, drafted by RNC member Henry Barber of Mississippi, comes at a time when Trump is consolidating his Republican presidential candidacy and seeking to put a new loyalist in charge of the organization. That includes his daughter-in-law Laura Trump, who has previously said she plans to use some of the group's funds to cover Trump's multi-million-dollar legal fees. But after Barber announced the decision over the weekend, Lara Trump and the Trump campaign categorically rejected such plans. The Republican National Committee said it would remain focused on helping Trump win the election and helping Republican candidates win both primaries and caucuses. The primaries are over, and the RNC's only responsibility is to defeat Joe Biden and take back the White House, says Chrisley Civita, a senior campaign advisor who was put in charge of the RNC's fundraising by Trump. According to a Trump campaign source, the answer is zero. Sources close to Trump told Time that the former president plans to pay most of his legal fees with the help of his personal checkbook and affiliated super PACs. However, they oppose a resolution proposed by members of the Republican National Committee that would prohibit party funds from covering Trump's legal fees. "It's insulting," says a Trump-affiliated committee member. "It's like saying F you to the Trump campaign. That's why few expect the resolution to be adopted." This is what one RNC member says. It's not even certain that there will actually be a vote. A source familiar with the matter told Time that the resolution is not on the agenda for next month's RNC General Assembly in Houston. Even Barber admits his resolution has little chance. "If there's a hint in the room that the Trump campaign doesn't want this, it's unlikely," Barber said. "But I felt we needed to have this discussion. These kinds of resolutions are not binding and have no tangible impact." RNC members will have to vote for a rule change at the Republican National Convention in July if they want to legally prevent the committee from paying Trump and other candidates legal fees. Some insiders expect someone to propose new rules on the issue, but such efforts will be rejected. "The convention is going to be very Trumpian," says one RNC member. There is another reason why some Republicans worry that Trump's legal costs will empty Republican coffers. The RNC recently announced that it raised $87.2 million last year, its worst total in a decade, leaving it with just $8 million at the end of the year. During the same period, the Democratic National Committee raised $120 million and started 2024 with $21 million. The RNC has previously covered Trump's legal costs in 2021 and 2022. The RNC Executive Committee covered some legal costs to help Trump overcome investigations by Manhattan District Attorney Cyrus Vance and New York State Attorney Letitia James. Several resolutions were adopted. According to some RNC officials, including Barber, these expenses totaled approximately US $1.6 million. In late 2022, as Trump hinted at a third run for the White House, RNC Chair Ronna McDaniel, who will retire on March 8, said the committee would stop covering Trump's legal costs after he announced his candidacy, citing the organization's commitment to neutrality in the primaries. She said she would stop. Since then, the former president's legal woes have only intensified. Trump, who denies all charges, could face criminal prosecution on allegations that he falsified business records to conceal hush money payments during the 2016 election, withheld classified documents and obstructed government efforts to recover them, and tried to invalidate the 2020 election. It's not just legal fees that are putting Trump in financial trouble. In January, a jury ordered him to pay $83.3 million for making defamatory statements about author E. Jean Carroll, who accused him of rape. And last week, a New York judge ordered Trump to pay $454 million in a fraud case that he appealed on Monday. Trump, who easily won the Michigan Republican primary on Tuesday, continued his steady march to the nomination, which gained momentum last year as his legal liabilities mounted. With each indictment, he has risen in the polls and raised millions of dollars through 2023. Two pro-Trump super PACs, Save America and MAGA PAC, have spent more than $50 million on his legal claims, including another $2.9 million in January. Both organizations are openly soliciting donations to cover the former president's legal defense costs. According to sources close to Trump, he plans to rely on PACs, GoFundMe accounts created by his supporters and his own personal assets to support his defense this year. For Barber, the outlook is bleak. As RNC chairman, McDaniel had asked the organization's executive committee to approve paying for Trump's defense, but sources say there is no reason for future presidents to continue the practice. That means they can spend money on Trump's legal fight without members knowing. I don't think we'll find out until someone discovers it in the FEC report, Barber said. That's what we have for you today. What do you think of our video? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit that share button.